subscribe, and ring the bell to never miss an update. Hello everyone! Today on Lady Mary Beth, we are thrifting with a purpose at the Cottage Shop. They're located on Lower Westheimer in the Montrose area of Houston. Proceeds benefit the community, strengthening women and families as they rebuild their lives. Lots to discover here, and I can't wait to take you along. Join me. Great thrifting at the Cottage Shop, a Houston treasure in the Montrose area since 1971, with proceeds benefiting the women's home. They have weekly sales that are phenomenal. You'll want to follow them on social media. Friday is my favorite day to shop with 25% off housewares. We found some great things here on the last visit, including some Villeroy and Boch dishes that were perfect for our fall table that we set. You can definitely shop this store to entertain guests and find the perfect tabletop additions. We'll have a look at seasonal and a bit of fashion, and then we will focus on home. Welcome to the Cottage Shop, a thrift destination for fashion, home, and table. You never know what you will find here, often with some interesting history. Last year, a shopper found a box of rocks priced at $5 each and turned out to be an Ice Age relic, a Colombian mammoth tooth. Let's shop the store and discover some treasures together. It's always nice to see their displays as you walk in, and I do find that the majority of customers in the store today are looking for fashion. And that definitely is a leg up. If you are focused on the tabletop essentials and home decor, it's not as busy and you can grab some deals. And you may want to pick up one of these handbags. They've got some great labels today. Valentine fashion inspiration and fancy footwear. You could step out in style with brands like Kate Spade, Betsy Johnson, and Stuart Weitzman. This one is my size. The starting price retail is $500. $60 is a great deal. You can shop sustainably and affordably for Valentine's. And we find some vintage editions with a pair of hand-crocheted doilies. The red also works well for a 4th of July display and for Christmas, priced at $8. A trio of hearts, priced at $10. These would be perfect to incorporate it into a wreath or a door hanger. That's a great price. And if you're looking to serve a chocotini this season, you've found the perfect martini glasses. And they all have a unique etched design. Chocolate mousse would also be ideal. You can be versatile with your glassware. And we found the perfect mid-century lacquerware serving tray. Let's turn it over and look for a back stamp. Usually these are made in Japan. And here we see what's left of a sticker, alcohol and stain proof. You can be Valentine ready on a budget with 4 martini glasses. The set is from Mikasa, and I'm especially liking this lacquerware tray. It was very popular in the mid-century, and red goes with many different seasons. Priced at $8, I might take this one home. A pair of placemats for $3, perfect for dinner for 2. For February the 14th or any day of the year. For $10, this is from the Round Top collection, ideal for a wreath or planter. Some vintage finds here and unique linens. And some more serving vessels. I'm loving the opalescent glass, and the heart shape is perfect. I'll tell you more about the history of this pattern. Anchor Hocking produced their opalescent hobnail moonstone pattern from 1941 to 1946. It is highly collectible today. There are 3 pieces sold together for $40, but if you shop on a Friday, 50% off of housewares, that would be a deal for $20. And you could gift them separately. This heart dish is perfect for Valentine's. Those carrot placemats are fun. And a jam jar. This would be ideal for the breakfast table, great for gifting. And even better, it's from Fortnum and Mason. Reminds me of a lovely tea experience I had there with my friends Chrissy and Graham in London. Some more great fashion, and another favorite area of the store, the jewelry section. We will see some unique pieces. And these earrings would be great for gifting. They package them nicely. And a hint of chinoiserie here, priced at $20. And they also have some fun bracelets. And a statement piece would be perfect for my friend Carol. We worked together on the Houston Thrift Guide, the Round Top Show Guide and Map, and we are headed to Dallas with the Thrift Guide. This is well priced at $20, made of horn. I might take this one home for her. Always something wonderful to discover in the jewelry section. This horn bracelet is priced at $20, and my map partner would probably enjoy that. That is definitely her style. And they do have some higher end pieces as well. They are authenticated and priced to sell. Let's have a look. For every taste and style, they have fashion jewelry. We also find quite a few pieces that are either gold filled, gold plate, or sterling silver. These statement earrings are priced at $50 with sterling silver. Those are fabulous. And they have Michael Kors with lapis for $20. Hearts are always in season, and this is a classic edition made of jade with a 14-karat gold bail, priced at $100. And this filigree and ivory heart is quite unique. The symbol of good luck. And lots of detailing here with the filigree design. Looks to be vintage. Price at $65. It is gold filled. And that would be perfect for gifting. And lots of treasures here. We find more jewelry, some interesting scarves, and we'll even have a look at some porcelain teacups. This is a brand that I have occasionally seen, and an extra special piece that they have today. I'll tell you more about the history and the type of pearl, and all about the company, Honora. A great find with this Honora Mabe pearl with 14-karat gold and diamonds. This is a company that started in 1946 for modern pearls for everyday wear, and they sell primarily through QVC and Macy's. I'll tell you more about the Mabe pearl. This pendant is a statement piece. Mabe pearls are prized for their larger size and unique luster. They are formed differently than the average cultured pearl, and it has a mother of pearl backing. This is a fantastic piece and well below retail. This lustrous dome-shaped cultured pearl forms on the inner lining of a mollusk's shell instead of inside the body like a traditional round pearl. They are harvested, filled with resin, and backed with this mother of pearl. Beautiful pendant. A fabulous find with this 18-karat gold coral necklace. A 20-inch 18-karat curved chain, priced at $850. The price of gold is quite high, and anything that you find at a resale store usually is more affordable than retail, and this would be a wonderful addition. I can tell this is from the 1930s Germany by the lusterware look. They are known for those designs. We found one bowl at Goodwill last year, and there's that Bavaria mark, and that style of backstamp is usually from the 1930s. A lovely creamer and sugar, and it's in great condition and well priced. And we also find some cobalt. This is from a well-known area of Germany known for porcelain production. They often refer to it as the Porzellanstraße, which is Porcelain Road. Handmade Echt Kobalt from Bavaria. This is known as a trio, a cup and saucer along with a dessert plate. Perfect for your breakfast tea or afternoon tea time. Echt Kobalt was popular in the mid-century, manufactured in Germany, mostly Bavaria. This one has a beautiful back stamp from Bayreuther Waldsassen. That's a company that has its roots dating back to 1866. An instant teacup collection, and you can elevate your everyday breakfast tea with a nod to Canada. We also have a great example from Ireland. The flag and maple leaf. Let's have a look at the back stamp. $10 is a great price. The flag and maple leaf of Canada. From Elizabethan fine bone china, made in England. A lovely addition to your teacup collection from Elizabethan china. This features the Canadian flag and maple leaf, a reminder of our wonderful friends and viewers in Canada. And a special shout out to Lucie from Quebec. She is a loyal viewer and avid thrifter and finds all those hidden gems to elevate her every day. Jewel tones and gold accents. The Celtic brooch pattern is made by Royal Terra, fine bone china, made in Galway, the Republic of Ireland. Let's head over to housewares, where we can find a blend of modern and traditional. A classic dinnerware pattern that may look familiar to you. This is a wonderful way to start a dish pattern that blends beautifully with many different seasons. Well priced, $80 for 48 pieces. A timeless pattern with the all-white ironstone from Johnson Brothers. Athena was made from 1955 to 1999, and you probably remember this from a recent visit to Goodwill. Let's take a look at all the different back stamps. This came from one collection, yet we see several different back stamps. Made in England ironstone, and this one left off the ironstone. And here we have the pattern name incorporated. It's an affordable way to start a dish pattern if you have a college kid that's looking to find something affordable, or perhaps you are setting up household. Love that harvest grape pattern. We'll see more of this in the store today. Beautiful milk glass. And we have some more basic white. This plate is so large that it could be a charger, priced at $8. And we'll turn it over and look for that back stamp. It is incorporated into the mold, made in Italy. Quite a substantial plate. And they have a stack of them. This coffee mug is familiar. I have some dessert plates I purchased at the Goodwill in Franklin, Tennessee from Royal Victoria. Some kitchen nostalgia. We find a lot of these patterns in Round Top when we're shopping the fields. I love the classic blue and white. And here we have the back stamp incorporated into the mold. It's quite hard to see, but I'll tell you more about it. Corel by Corningware produced the morning blue pattern in the mid-1980s. It was reintroduced in 2015 to 19. We do see a more brilliant, brighter blue in the vintage pieces, priced at $3 each. The bottom shelf advantage with a pair of double old fashions. If we look inside the glass, we will see the acid etched logo. It is from Luigi Bormioli, made in Italy from their Mixology collection. These are priced at $3 each, and they sell for over $20 on their website. Great and affordable way to add to your barware collection. These are footed and fabulous with a gold rim, 6 ice beverages. Priced at $3 each. I didn't research these, but I can tell you they are from one of the nicer brands. Could be Linux, Gorham. Very well priced. Perfect for entertaining. A pair of glass lamps with the shades in perfect condition. And here we have lots of crystal and glass. I'll tell you more about it. A nice selection of glass, or is it crystal? You may wonder how to identify between the two. I will share some tips and ways to quickly determine if it is crystal glass and make this all crystal clear. You may recognize some of these patterns. The Anchor Hocking Miss America divided dish was made from 1935 to 1938. Let's compare a piece of pressed glass to crystal. This is the Wexford pattern, priced at $20. A great addition. I love any vintage find. And we also see another covered candy dish, but you see how it sparkles just a bit more. An American pressed glass and a European 24% lead crystal. You can see the distinct differences here. And the prices are similar. $20 versus $24. And this has a bit more craftsmanship. It is hand cut, and both would be wonderful selections. Anchor Hocking launched the Wexford pattern in the 1960s, very popular. It is pressed glass, and we know this because we are looking for the mold marks here, the seams in the glass. And lead crystal is much heavier. That's how you can probably tell by picking it up. Here is a great comparison with the pressed glass and a lead crystal candy dish. Let's have a look in the light. This mimics the style of American Brilliant, but it does not have sharp cuts, and we see that seam or mold mark going down the side of the glass. The press cut pattern was popular, made by Anchor Hocking in 1960, a great example of American pressed glass. And you notice a comparison with this cake plate. See how it sparkles and shines? You know it must have lead content. It is crystal, and we'll have a closer look at this. A great addition. Crystal has a beautiful clarity. We can see how the light is refracted. It is also heavier because it has a lead content, usually 24%. And this piece is from Nachtmann. I can tell immediately that it is crystal because of that beautiful clarity. And Nachtmann is known for their circular pattern. We also see that in some of their cut to clear Hock wines. This is priced at $24 and would be an all-purpose serving dish, perfect for a chocolate cake. You can see how it sparkles and shines with those beautiful cuts. This is an Eastern European crystal basket. Can be used year-round, not only for the Easter season, but wouldn't it be perfect on your table? We can feel the lead content in this cut glass basket, well priced at $18. You see that notched rim that is indicative of European crystal. We don't see it as much with Irish crystal. This would be a wonderful addition to your springtime decor and great for tucking in a gift. And see how it sparkles. We find an older Waterford pattern. A dare was made as far back as 1952. It does have some water staining and chips along the rim. You can have that ground repaired by a company like Texas Mercantile here in Houston. You can find them in our Houston Thrift Guide if you're looking for a reference and resource. A sea of blue with art glass tumblers. This will put a pep in your step and party on your table. I'm loving this. Imagine those white Johnson Brothers dishes with these tumblers would be a great way to start your table setting. And it has a nice grip there, if you see how it is formed. They are brand new with tags, and these could be a nice housewarming gift. Murano glass has a tradition dating back to the 13th century just across from Venice, a short boat ride away. I find that Murano is much more expensive there, and I find it better in our local thrift stores. $8 each for the blue confetti pattern, new with tags. That's a party on your table, a great addition. You can also use one glass for a toothbrush holder or vase. It has dimples, which makes it great for holding, and a perfect addition to your bar cart. A hidden gem is hiding here on this table. A flamingo. Imagine the ways that you could display this and perhaps even design a table around the flamingo inspiration with the calla lilies. Let's take a look at the back stamp. Flamingo by Andrea with the original sticker made in 1983. I'll tell you more about the origins of the company. A fabulous flamingo find from Andrea by Sadek, a home goods company that was started in 1936 by Charles and Norman Sadek and named after Norman's daughter, Andrea. They produce ceramics and porcelain that are hand-painted and handcrafted in Japan originally and later expanded to China, the Philippines, and Thailand. In 2015, they were acquired by Fitz & Floyd. The flamingo is complete with the original wooden base. This is ready to grace your bookshelf, entry table, dining room centerpiece, or buffet. Anywhere in your home, this would bring some beauty and craftsmanship. A hidden gem, something we would find at the Houston Glass Show. I want to remind you that the February show has been postponed, but you can find them in August. I'll tell you more about the history of this piece. A small rose bowl with a big history. This is a bargain $10 find from Mount Washington. It is satin glass. This company has its roots near Boston in 1837. They later became a division of Pearpoint glass. These were produced until about 1899, and it's interesting with the technique, how the satin glass is achieved. This is like butter. It has a velvety matte finish created by treating the shiny glass with hydrofluoric acid. It's an interesting technique that was used by Mount Washington, and they were the largest producer of American Victorian art glass. This floral plate would be ideal for serving sweets or putting on display. Priced at $5, it has the same back stamp by Reuter Waldsassen as the Echt Cobalt Trio that we found in the jewelry case. A collector's plate from Iceland. This reminds me of my college friend Friedrich, who is the Icelandic ambassador to Poland. A fun find for $4. More floral influence here from the mid-century, priced at $4. This is the prettiest rimmed soup bowl I've ever seen. The Old English from Johnson Brothers. Gorgeous back stamp. And I see a cake stand that needs our attention. Beautiful harp design. And the foot has lots of detail as well. This is a keeper. I'll tell you more about the history. I can't resist a vintage cake stand. This is the harp pattern from the Jeanette Glass Company. They have a history dating back to 1888 as Jeanette Bottle Works. This was actually quite short-lived in the 1950s, made in several colors, the clear shell pink, milk glass, and ice blue that I gifted to my friend Carrie, who is a cake baker. And $12 is a great deal. Silver overlay is often overlooked. We find this often in antique stores. Priced at $12, that's a fair price. You can clean it with any silver polish. I've shared the history in a visit to the Houston Junior Forum. A great find in this dish, porcelain napkin rings in the Imari style. A set of 6 for $5. These are going home with me today. A classic mid-century milk glass. The Harvest Grape from Indiana Glass, a company out of Dunkirk, Indiana. This was made in the early 70s to the mid-80s. They also made it in carnival glass. And this large platter is an incredible deal at $6. Great for serving a cake or using as the base for a centerpiece. And I like the vase. Some classic white, and another great find from Arthur Court. Imagine this on a buffet or holiday table from 2007. That is another great find in this store. Priced at $45. I'm sure someone will take that home. I remember TV trays. We would have our TV dinners on these, priced at $25 for the set. And I saw a couple looking at these, and I think that they probably sold. And they're on wheels. Another great entertaining essential from the mid-century for $20. Japanese lacquerware was popular in the mid-century. This is a Lazy Susan, a staple to your entertaining with the removable dishes. It is priced at $20 and would be a fun 1960s addition. Let's head over to the kitchenware area of the store. I did find some Wedgwood plates for $3 each, some great finds. I didn't expect to see figurines in this area. Let's have a look at the back stamp. From Royal Copenhagen in Denmark, priced at $20. That is an excellent price. Great for the collector and ideal for gifting. And a bit of Americana with some of these additions. I'll tell you more about the history of these roosters and what they represented. Royal Copley figurines from the 1950s. This is a company that was started in 1942 by the Spalding China Company of Sebring, Ohio, a town once known as the pottery capital of the world. It was perfect post-war timing with Americans looking for affordable home decor and bright colors. This is part of the American culture and a great example of the post-war pottery. It's fun to explore the Cottage Shop and all of the wonderful additions with the interesting history. I always enjoy my visit, and remember to look for those discounts certain days of the week. And I invite you to join our group page on Facebook, Lady Mary Beth's Table, where we share some of these great finds and table setting tips, and follow the store on social media to never miss the deals. So glad you joined me today for the Cottage Shop. We found some great deals, all with a bit of history. My favorite find of the day is the flamingo. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. Elevate your everyday with thrifting.